Hi, welcome back to Chapter 5 of Creativity Inc. And this chapter is entitled Honesty and Candor. In this chapter, the author emphasized the importance of being honest and candid at work. And in Pixar, they have a session called Brain Trust, where the team meets every few months to assess each movie that they are making. And the primary objective is to deliver a system for straight talk. What they did or what they do in this brain trust is that they will put smart people in one room and charge them to identify and solve problems of this particular firm that they are discussing. And this type of environment is to encourage the employees to be candid, and it is very important in Pixar. Of course, there will be some argument at some times, as being highlighted by the author. Nothing is perfect. But he mentioned that the employees in Pixar are not motivated by the kind of things like getting credit for an idea or pleasing the supervisor. Brain trust is all about trust and mutual respect. So people like Pete, the director of Monster Inc., Andrew, the director of Finding Nemo, and Brad Bird, the director of The Incredibles, sit inside Brain Trust. Well, the disadvantage of having strong people to be sitting inside Brain Trust is that they can intimidate their colleagues, especially those they are presenting new ideas. Their ideas might be under attack by these seniors, or at least in their mind, they might be afraid that their ideas will be attacked by these legendary directors. But the author acknowledged that people that takes on complicated projects will become lost at some point. For example, sometimes they see a forest and now there are only trees. What he thinks is visible on the screen is in fact only visible in the director's own head. Well, in typical Hollywood environment, notes are being sent to directors because those studios that are paying the bills want success. So multiple notes from different parties are being sent to directors. But in Pixar, those opinions are consolidated in the meeting called Brain Trust. So you might be asking, how is Brain Trust different from other evaluation or post-mortem meetings? Well, first, Brain Trust is made up of people that has deep understanding for the story or that has been through the process. So what they are going to get from this meeting is those prize feedbacks from fellow directors and storytellers that are really experienced. They are not going to put people that have absolutely no idea what is going on in Brain Trust. Secondly, this is a very special characteristic. I personally think that this is a very special characteristic of Brain Trust. Brain Trust has no authority. It is up to the director to address the feedback or not. The director has no responsibility to follow on any specific suggestion given in this meeting. And this is not a top-down direction. Thus, this will help to look for causes of the problem, but not really the remedy. And Brain Trust is not intended to solve the directed problem. You can imagine it like a group of doctors seeking consultation from experts regarding the best diagnosis for extremely confounding case. But ultimately, it is up to the doctor and no one else will make the final decision to decide which is the best treatment method. So Brain Trust works in this way. Now, in this particular chapter, Ed also mentioned several examples where Brain Trust has served its purpose really well. He gave about 4 and 5 examples, and in this video, I'm going to tell one or two. First, I'm sure all of you have seen the movie Wall-E. Well, maybe most of you. Previously, you might not know that this movie was previously known as Trash Planet. And the original storyline has this Wall-E, the trash compactor robot, trying to save his beloved droid Eve from destruction in the dumpster. That was the original storyline. But for those of you that have watched this movie before, the storyline was being altered in a way that gave a different ending. This was something that came from the brain trust meeting, because the participants in this meeting were commenting that the director had denied the audience the moment they had been waiting for. And that moment was where Eve throws away all her programming and memory and goes all out to save Wall-E. That was the touching moment that, according to the participants of the brain trust, the moment that they are waiting for. And after the adjustment made through the recommendations in this brain trust, in the next screening, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Everybody was crying, because that scene was so touching, and that helped to improve the movie a lot. And Ed Catmull mentioned that you should view brain trust as an additive element rather than a competitive element. He also mentioned another example. If you have watched The Incredibles, there was one scene where Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl are having an argument. It seems like bullying, but that director didn't know what to change at that time. People were just commenting that the conversation between Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible seems like bullying. But at that time, at the second screening of this movie in Brain Trust, they realized that scene, the director has changed that scene not to look as intimidating as it was once to be. And when the director was being asked what had he changed for this movie, he said that he just changed the drawing to make the Elastigirl body bigger, just to illustrate the point that I am a match for you, Mr. Incredible. So this shows that brain trust is a safe place for you to point out something was wrong, even though there was no solution given. And Ed Catmull also reminds the reader that meeting like brain trust can take a while to develop the level of trust, and it can't really help people who do not understand or cannot take criticism without being defensive. And the whole brain trust process evolves over time. I'm glad that you like the series of Watch of Book on Creativity Inc. Be sure to come back to our Facebook page or our YouTube channel to catch Chapter 6. Thank you.